So good day po. So for today we will discuss the task sheet 2, the qualification, domestic work and C2 superseded, trainees profiling table, demographic factors. Demographic factors, number of participants. Profile, 25 trainees, a moderate group size allow for effective hands-on training and individual guidance. Implication: the training program should ensure enough instructors, materials, and space to accommodate all participants. Where do they live? Balatan, Camarines Sur. A coastal municipality with a largely rural setting, many residents engage in fishing, farming, or domestic work, often seeking employment opportunities outside their hometown. Some may need to travel to urban center works. Training schedules should consider transportation limitations. Some trainees may require dormitory accommodation or supporting for commuting, especially if they are coming from remote barangay. Additionally, job placement assistants should explore local and national employment opportunities. Age 18-45 years old. A diverse age range meets different learning speed and physical capabilities. Training should be adaptable, considering that younger trainees be quick learners while older trainees may need additional support. Gender: mostly female participant. Domestic work is often associated with women, but men are also entering the field. The program should be gender inclusive and promote equal opportunities for both men and women.
So next is employing organizations. Task that trainer or TVET, household agencies or self-employment. Next is some trainees will work under employers while others may seek freelance opportunities. For implication, the curriculum should include employer expectation, employment contract, and self-marketing for independent workers. For professional factors, rules and responsibility of trainees. For profile is housekeeping, laundry, cooking, childcare, elderly care, and these are the key job tasks required in domestic work. For implication, trainees should focus on hands-on experience in these areas, ensuring trainee can perform their duties confidently. For personal factors, next is professional knowledge, skills, and experience. For profile is mix some trainees have prior experience as household workers while others beginners. Um, uh, for implication, pre-assessment can help customize training, allowing experienced work to focus on advanced skills while beginners start with the basic. For length of employment, some are newly employed while others have 1 to 5 years of experience, and those with experience may need skills upgrades, and while these trainees require foundational training, and training modules should cater to both groups. For trainees, training needs, household management, proper use of cleaning equipment, communication skills with employer, and training should cover technical and soft skills, including professionalism and handling conflict with employers. And for trainees' knowledge of training, some have attended previous short courses while others are unfamiliar with formal training, and orientation sessions should be included to introduce the training process and expectation for the first time trainees.
So, for motivation factors, so what personal benefits will participant get from taking the course? So, employment skill improvement as the certification. Many trainees seek better job opportunity and high salary. For implication, the training should highlight career progression, emphasizing how certification increases employability. What are their expectation? High quality training, job assistant, practical knowledge. Trainees expect industry standard training. For the implication, the training center should provide up-to-date methods, modern equipment, and potential job placement support. So what might prevent from the taking the course? So first is the profile is the financial struggle, family responsibility, and lack of time. So for implication, flexible scheduling, scholarship, and financial aid should be offered to accommodate different needs. For learning factors, educational attainment, mostly high school graduate. Some may have finished secondary education while others may have only basic schooling. For implication, training materials should use simple, easy to understand language with visual and practical demonstration to accommodate different education level. For previous training, some have attended the courses before while others are new. So those with prior learning may need advanced skill while new trainees require structured step-by-step instruction. For the confidence about learning, so various some trainings are eager while other lack self-confidence, especially in communication or technical tasks. So training should provide positive reinforcement and encourage active participation to boost confidence.
For training profile table resource factors, for resource factors, who will pay training fees and expenses. So test the scholarships, employer scholarship or self-funded. And some trainees rely on financial aid while other pay out of pocket. And for implication is training center should assess in securing a scholarship and provide flexible payment plans for those who self-found. For um, next is will trainees bring the required training consumables. Some can afford materials while may need to assistance, and training providers should ensure essential tools are available, possibly through donation or lending programs for those in needed. So this is the end of our presentation for task sheet 2. So thank you po, sir. So hello, we will present our qualification for task sheet 3. Qualification domestic work in situ superseded. Um, for our introduction, using your assigned qualification, navigate your training regulation and locate the different components of the competency standard. Present your competency standard showing the different parts. So first is the basic competencies. For title, for basic competencies we have four, and first is unit title is participate in workplace communication. And for unit descriptor, this unit covers the knowledge, skill, and attitude required to gather, interpret, and convey information in response to workplace requirements. So, for elements, we have three. For I will give a one is obtain and convey workplace informations, and for performance criteria, we have here is specific and relevant information is assessed for appropriate sources. So next is range or range of variables. Example is appropriate sources, mediums, storage for forms, workplace interaction, protocols. For range is team member, supplier, trade personnel. So next is critical aspect of the competencies. Uh, First is prepared written communication following standard format of organization. And next is underpinning effective communication, uh, different moods of communication. And next is underpinning skills. Have here follow simple spoken language. So next is resource implications. The following resource must be provide fax machine, telephones, writing materials, internet. For methods of assessment, competency must be assigned through direct observation, oral interview, and written test. For context assessment, competency may be assigned individual and the actual work workplace or through accredited institution. So the second unit title is work in team environment. First is this for unit descriptor is the unit covers the skill, knowledge, and attitude to identify role and responsibility as a member of team. For element is describe team role and scope. For performance criteria is the role and objective of the teams and identify from available source of informations. So next is range of variables. Um, have here rule and objective of teams. For range is work activities in a team environment with enterprise or specific sector. For critical aspect of the competencies, have here operated in a team to complete workplace activity. Underpinning knowledge is communication process, team structure, team rules, group planning, and decision making. Underpinning skills is we have communicate appropriate, consistent with the culture of the workplace. For resource implications, have assist to relevant work or appropriately simulated environment where assessment can take place. So next is method of assessment. Observe of the individual member in relation to the work activities of the groups. For context context of assessment is competency may be assessed in workplace or in a simulated workplace settings. So the third unit titles uh, is practice career professionalism. Um, we have descriptor, and for the elements is integrate personal objective with organization goals. And next is performance criteria. We have personal growth and workplace are pursued toward improving the qualification set of professions. Range of variables, we have evaluation resource, training and career opportunities, recognition, license, and or certifications. For range is performance appraisals, and for range is performance. Next is critical aspect of the competency. We have attained job target within key result areas. Underpinning knowledge, we have work values and ethics, code of conduct, code of ethics, or and etc. For pinning skills, appropriate practice to personal hygiene. Next is resource implication. We have workplace or assessment locations. For method of assessment is we have portfolio assessment, interview simulation rules. Um, for context of assessment, we have competency may be assessed in the workplace or in a simulated workplace settings. For the last unit title of basic competencies is practice occupational health and safety procedures. We have unit descriptor, and next is elements. I, identify hazard and risk. Next is performance criteria. We have safety regulation and workplace safety and hazard control practice and procedure are certified and explained based on organization procedures. Range of variables. We have safety regulation and hazard and risk. For range, we have Clean Air Act, Building Code, and next is critical aspect of the competencies. We have explained clearly established workplace safety and hazard control practice and procedures. Required knowledge, we have OHS procedure and practice and regulation, PPE types and uses. For required skill, we have practice of personal hygiene, hazard and risk identification, and control skills. Next is a resource implication. We have workplace or assessment location, OHS personal records, and next for method of assessment is portfolio assessment, interview, case study situations. Context of assessment, competency, we have competency may be assigned in the workplace or in a simulated workplace settings.
So next is the common competencies. In the common competencies, we have a two-unit competencies. First unit competencies is the maintain an effective relationship with client or customers. First, unit descriptor. This unit covers the knowledge, skills, and attitudes and values required in build in maintaining an effective relationship with clients, customers, and the public. Next is the element. 1. Maintain the professional image. 2. Meet client or customer requirements. 3. Build credibility with customers or client. Next is the performance criteria. In the performance criteria, we have uniform and personal grooming maintained to assignment requirements. Next is the range of variables. In the range of variables, we have 1. Personal presence, 2. Employer and standard, 3. Client requirements, 4. Assignment instructions, 5. Client need and requirements, 6. Appropriate action, and 7. Customers. In the range is we have stance, posture, body language, demeanor, and grooming. Next is the critical aspect of the competencies. Assessment requires that the candidate is to maintain a professional image. Next is the required knowledge. So in the required knowledge, we have a uniform and personal grooming requirements of the employer and the client. Next is the required skills. In the required skills, we have attention to detail when completing client or employer documentation. Next is the resource implications. The following resources should be provided. Assessment centers or venues, accredited assessors, mode of assessment. Next is the method of assessment. Competency in this unit must be assessed through written test, demonstration with questioning, observation with questioning. Next is the context of assessment. Assessment may be conducted with the workplace or in a simulated environment. Next unit is the manage own performance. First is the unit descriptor. This unit covers the knowledge, skills, and attitudes in effectively managing own workload and quality of work. Next is the elements. 1. Plan for completion of own workload. 2. Maintain quality of performance. 3. Build credibility with customers or client. Next is the criteria, performance criteria. We have tasks accurately identified, prior allocated to each task, timelines allocated to each task or series of tasks. Next is range of variables. In the range of variables, we have task and performance standards. In the range, we have may be identified through assignment instruction and verbal instruction by senior staff, household members. Next is the critical aspect of competencies. Assessment requires evidence that the candidate is planned to completion of on workload and assess verbal or written work plan through observation and discussion of site and employer requirements. Next is the required knowledge. In the required knowledge, we have site and assignment requirements. And the required skills, we have capacity to plan and prioritize workloads and requirements. And the resource implication, we have the following research should be provided. Assessment centers venues, accredited assessors, modes of assessment. Next is the method of assessment. Competency in this unit must be assessed through written test, demonstration, observation, and questioning. And lastly is the context of assessment. In the context of assessment, we have competency may be assessed in the workplace or in a simulated work setting.
And for the last is the core competency. So, the first, the core competency, we have the 4 competency. First is the unit title, clean living room, dining room, bedrooms, toilets, bathrooms, and kitchen. For the unit descriptor, this unit covers the knowledge, skills, and aptitudes required and cleaning living room, dining room, bedrooms, toilet, and bathrooms. It includes the cleaning of surface and floor, cleaning of the finishing and fixtures, making up beds and coats, cleaning of toilets and bathrooms, sanitizing room, and maintaining clean room environment. For the elements, we have the 7. And for the criteria, first is appropriate removal cleaning equipment, supplies, materials, procedures, and techniques are used in the accordance with soil and litter types and establish procedures. So, for the range of variables, so the first one is the cleaning equipment, supplies, and materials, and so on. And for the range, we have may include the brooms and so on din po. And then for the critical aspect of the competency and assessment required evidence the candidate. So first is the clean surface and floor hanggang po sa 1.7. So required knowledge is procedure in cleaning, polishing, disinfecting, and sanitizing. So these are the underpinning skills, and this is the resource implication. And for the methods of assessment, competency in this unit must be assessed through the written test examination. For the context of assessment, is the competency may be assessed in the workplace or in a simulated work settings. For the second unit title, wash and iron cloths, linen, and fabric. So, for the unit descriptor, this unit covers the knowledge, skill, attitude, and washing and iron cloths, linen, and fabric. It includes checking and sorting soiled clothes, linen and fabric, removing stain, preparing washing equipment and supplies, performing laundry, drying, and iron cloths, linen, and fabric. For the elements, so we have the check and short cloths, linens, and fabrics. For the performance criteria, solid cloths, linen, and fabric are sorted according to the texture, color, size, and defect. And for the range of variables, first is the sorted items. And for the range, may I include the sold, defected clothes, and so on. And for the critical aspect of the competency, so first is the check and sorted soil cloths, linen, and fabric. So the second is remove stain. For the required knowledge is the procedures is sorting laundry. And for the required skills, we have checking and sorting soiled cloths, linen, and fabric, removing stain. For the resource implication is the facility, equipment, supply, and materials relevant to the unit of competency. So methods of assessment, we have the written test examination. And for the context of assessment, so competency may be assessed in the workplace or in a simulated work settings. And for the third unit title, we have prepare hot and cold meals. So this unit covers the knowledge, skill, and attitude in preparing ingredient, cooking, presenting cooked meals and dishes, preparing appetizer, sauces, dressing, garnishes, dessert, salad, sandwich, sorting excess food and ingredient, and converting unconsumed, cooking, and uncooked food. So, for the elements is prepare ingredient according to the recipe. For the performance criteria, ingredients are purchased in accordance with purchase list. And for the range of variables, so the first one is the ingredients. For the range, may include the meat, vegetable, and so on. And for the critical aspect of the competency, we have prepare ingredient according to the recipe, cook meals and dishes according to the recipe. And for the required knowledge, we have food theory, materials specification and uses. For the required skills, we have cooking method, handling of kitchen equipment, proper storing and food costing, and portioning. For resource implication, we have the facility, equipment, supply, materials relevant of the unit of competency. For the methods of assessment, we have the written test examination, demonstration with questioning, and also the observation and questioning. And for the context of the assessment, competency may be assessed this work in the workplace or in the simulated work setting. And for the last unit title is the provide food and beverage service. So this unit covers the knowledge, skill, and attitude and food and beverage service. So it includes preparing dining areas, setting up table, serving food and beverage, and cleaning table. For the elements, so first one, they have prepare dining area, 2 is set up table, 3 serve food and beverage, and 4 is the clear table. So for performance criteria, we have dining area is checked for the cleanliness prior to service in accordance with the standard operating procedure, and when required, take corrective actions. And so on po. And then range of variables, we have dining environment, equipment, and beverage. For the range, may include the lighting, room temperature, and so on po. So critical aspect of the competency. First is the preferred, the dining area, set up table, serve food and beverage, clear table. So underpinning knowledge, we have the principle and methods of table settings. For underpinning skills, managing time, supplies, and materials, preparing dining area, setting up table. For resource implication, we have the manual, availability of equipment, supply and materials, menu and recipes. And for the methods of assessment, we have the written test exam. And for the last one is the context of assessment. So assessment may be done in the workplace or in a simulated work setting. So that's all for the task sheet 3. So thank you very much po.